Stripe, which is a big processing vendor in the US and around the world, they reintegrate crypto payments in the US. That's actually pretty big. So there are thousands, tens of thousands of merchants now in the US that can now support USDC, USDP. I don't even know. USDP, I guess that's PayPal's. I've never heard of anyone using PayPal's stablecoin. On Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, that opens up crypto payments for, again, a lot of merchants in the US. That's always a good thing. Yeah, that's a win. Robinhood in the EU lists Solana-based Render. That's a big win. Render is a deep-in AI project, very popular. I do like them, and a lot of people do like Robinhood, so that's a good thing. They'll give them a big boost. That definitely will. All right, so that's a good thing. The gaming giant Ubisoft, they will be releasing their first blockchain game called Champions Tactic. Okay, that will be coming out on October 23rd. Ubisoft is, obviously a huge game maker, and they are definitely getting involved with crypto. So that's pretty big. Okay, so that's pretty good. There is another giant gaming AI company called CARV. They are coming out with their native token on major exchanges today. I looked them up. They have like over 900 games already that they're working with as a data layer project. So they're pretty big. But on top of that, one huge announcement also relates to a project that I'm related with, and that's Karate Combat. They're coming out with their own layer 2 on Hedera called Up. They will have their own Up chain, a layer 2 blockchain, and they're coming out with their software licensing platform, okay, they will be releasing next year. So with that, Karate token holders will earn, wait, hold on. Partners on Up can clone and customize and launch KC's native mobile apps with no licensing fee. The Up token is expected to launch in 2025. So basically, the Karate's Up only gaming app can be used for variety of other like leagues, and that's quite exciting. Look at this one, this picture right here. That is an IFC picture right there between Tech Hustler and Tactical Investing. And that was during Austin, Texas, and IFC 2. So, yeah. So, that's something else that Karate Combat is coming out with, too. That I'm sure there'll be more details being released later on.
A lot of people ask me about Polkadot all the time, right? Like, what's going on with Polkadot? Is it going to survive? Is it going to come back to all-time high? Well, I'm trying to give it a shot, and I'm trying to like see the positives in Polkadot. So I've decided to look at their not Telegram, their Twitter, and I see a couple things that they're doing. Number one, and this came out recently, their inflation rate. Their inflation rate is 10%, and now they're going to decrease it to 8%. So they had a vote, and 77% of the voters say that, hey, they want less inflation. Keep in mind the staking rewards I just got done talking about, right? A lot of people love staking rewards and they love getting their 8% or 10%. Keep in mind, that's basically just an inflation. Whatever you're getting, it's just the inflation rate of the chain. So if you're decreasing inflation from 10% to 8%, that means your rewards in the future is going to decrease too. So, but decreasing inflation is important, right? Like when there's no buying power, you definitely want the inflation to be less. Otherwise, you're just going to inflate to nothing. Just like fiat, just like dollars, the whole point of Bitcoin is because fiat inflates to nothing, right? So with crypto, it's kind of the same thing. If you don't have buying power, if no one's buying it and no one's using it, well, then inflation is bad. So I guess this is a step in the right direction to decrease And then I saw this from Polkadot. Where else can you get 3.5 billion shared economy security and trustless interoperability with 6-second latency at such a low cost? It cost of security on Polkadot $237 versus cost of security on Optimism $13,000. And then cost of base 20,000, cost of Arbitrum 113, and cost of Polygon 137. I have no idea how they got these numbers. That sounds insanely wrong, but I'll take their word for it. I have no idea how they came up with that. I really don't. But there are other things besides besides complicated stuff like this. They are working on other stuff. For example, they are working on games, right? Games, obviously a big part of Web3. I saw they are coming out with this multiplayer strategy game called Play NFL Rivals, right? Own your dream team, dominate rivals. And this one is already on the App Store, Google Store, kind of like a fantasy thing, right? So they are coming out with, or, I should say game makers are coming on. Here's another one called Enter the Mythos. It's a cross-chain infrastructure, evolving NFT gaming, integrating gaming guilds, collaborating with traditional gaming platforms. And this one looks like it has a ton of accounts already. 4.5 million accounts, daily active, 1.1 million. So, you know what? As long as Polkadot can still onboard games, onboard users, right? And continue to improve their chain, well, then it could do just fine this cycle, right? I don't hear a lot about them, but if they continue to do what they're supposed to, which is just to build and build and build, then they're going to do just fine.
What else is happening in the space? RWA, a lot of RWA stuff. Chainlink is trying to really set themselves apart with RWA, working with a lot of companies, vendors, other chains, dApps, really trying to lead the way with RWA because they know it's huge, 10 trillion market by 2030. That is going to be absolutely huge. Avalanche also getting involved. I mean, everyone's getting involved with RWA, right? Wisdom Tree, RWA platform with debit card for on-chain money markets, right? DeFi, CeFi, money, you know, all getting involved. And even Ripple, lots of Ripple guys out there. Launches digital asset custody services for bank and fintech. They're going to get involved with RWA too. Everyone wants to get involved.